For 800 years, Genghis Khan's tomb has stayed invisible. Somewhere in Mongolia, the greatest conqueror in history is buried, and no one can say where. In 1227, Genghis Khan dies on campaign after building an empire that stretches from the Pacific to the edges of Europe. But when the great Khan falls, his followers don't raise a pyramid or carve his name on stone. They do the opposite. His body is carried back toward a sacred mountain in Mongolia, and the official records simply say he ascended to heaven. No coordinates, no monument, no shrine. From that moment, his grave becomes a deliberate blank spot on the map. If anyone ever finds it, they won't just uncover a skeleton. They might expose royal weapons, lost treasures, and the last physical trace of a man who reshaped Eurasia. The first dark reason his tomb is still hidden is how the funeral was designed. Mongol tradition favored an unmarked grave, the earth stamped flat by horses so no one could see a mound. Later legends go further. They claim the slaves who carried the body were killed, the executioners were killed, and any traveler who crossed the path of the procession was cut down to keep the location secret. Some stories even say a river was diverted over the burial place, turning it into anonymous ground. Whether every detail is true or not, the message is clear. They wanted no trail for anyone to follow. The second reason is the land around him. In the Khenti Mountains, the Mongols created a huge sacred area called Ikh Khorig, the Great Taboo or Forbidden Zone. Only the royal family and an elite guard clan, the Darkhad, were allowed inside. For centuries, they lived tax-free, patrolling forests and valleys and keeping strangers out. Even in the 20th century, parts of this region stayed restricted under Soviet influence, partly because Genghis Khan remained a dangerous symbol. The third reason is modern restraint. In recent decades, archaeologists and explorers have brought satellites, drones, and ground-penetrating radar to Mongolia. They map hills and forests, mark thousands of possible sites, but they don't dig. Many Mongolians, including monks and officials, insist the tomb must never be opened. To disturb it risks looting, environmental damage, and a spiritual violation. The technology exists, permission doesn't. Put it together, and you see why Genghis Khan's tomb is still missing after 8 centuries. A funeral meant to erase the trail, a sacred forbidden zone around his resting place, and a modern nation that chooses legend over excavation. If the tomb is ever found, it might hold weapons, treasure, or almost nothing at all. But the real prize would be answers about how he lived and died. Until then, the greatest conqueror in history remains a ghost on the map, somewhere under the forests of Khenti, hidden, protected, and maybe better left undisturbed.